Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today I have a correlated esports bet for you for Saturday, April the 27th. I hope all of you have been watching the NFL draft because it has been very entertaining. Spent a lot of my time watching that the past couple days, and I will continue doing that on Saturday as well for rounds 4 through 7. So going to be watching that, going to be watching esports, going to be placing some bets as well on the winnable. Not gonna lie, this slip hurt me a lot. Probably, maybe the most that I've ever been hurt before on PrizePicks. For some reason, I just felt super confident going in to the day of this hitting, and I woke up, or didn't wake up, but I was up working, and I saw early on that the first two hit, right? C's and Jacksmo hit. Early on, I could tell that ZDR and Suplex, they were going to hit as well. Obviously, they got 43 and 37. I think the first game, I pretty much knew that these are going to be wins, right? The first map, it's over. They're going to win. And then even this slip as well, going into map 2, I felt very confident about it. Avid only needed 10 kills, I think, and then Captain Kirka, I don't know, someone out there kind of knew how many headshots. So if anyone out there knows how to kind of watch the headshot total, I would really appreciate that. But I think going in, or map 1, I think he had 15 or 16 kills. And so I think, we kind of wanted the same amount to happen in that second map. Maybe 10 kills. Maybe we needed 10. And that second map, he ended up getting 5 kills and they lost. And it was just sad. It was just so sad. I'm not going to lie. I was just sitting there staring at my computer for a good 10 minutes after this. And I really wanted to come on and make a video for y'all right after that to show you the true emotion that I had, because I'm not lying. This is probably the saddest slip ever. Obviously we won, right? Miles always says, my comrade, come out the club with something, right? So we came out the club with something. We still got a 2x, but damn, man, we were just so close to hitting a 6 out of 6 on this play. I know a lot of y'all felt the same way. But yeah, man, that map 2, I think he ended up with 5 kills, and it's damn, man. If he were anyone else on B8, I think he would have maybe hit this. It just sucks. We're three headshots away. But we move on. We continue the process. Like I said, these all just completely murdered their, literally and figuratively killed their kill totals, right? We had 23 to 43, 26 to 37, 24 and a half, 33, 27 to 37. And I feel like this game as well, that first map, it was going all good. I think they maybe even went to overtime. I don't remember correctly if it was this one or this one. But, I mean, that first map was back and forth together. And then the second map, Captain Kirka just completely folded us. He folded us. And so it sucks. But we move on. Like I said, continue the process. We know what we're doing. Eventually, we're going to hit one of these 6 out of 6s. The correlated esports to me is just super beneficial. I like it a lot. So that's what we're going to keep doing, and we continue. But so here's our Real Friends community. Like I said at the beginning of the video, watched a lot of the NFL draft. We are very focused on football, making a lot of memes, content, videos when it comes to football. Even our Twitter. Thursday night, I was spending a lot of time tweeting out just regular whoever got drafted to what team, etc. Just do a lot of tweets and videos and stuff like that. So if you want to hit us up on our Real Friends in Football channel, we've been doing that for 2 years. Go over there. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all those social platforms. And so once the football season ended, me and Miles felt confident to start this RFF Picks channel because gambling is probably my true passion, even over football. So when we started that RFF or Real Friends in Football channel, that was initially supposed to be a gambling channel, but we started doing a couple of videos and they started popping off, and so we kind of moved the direction of that channel to just general football. And so once the Super Bowl ended, I figured, hey, let's start this new RFF Picks channel. We're already at 1,300 subscribers, so we are moving very quickly over the past 2 months. And if you can see below, this is a screenshot of my Action Network. I've been gambling for 12 years of my life. Over the past 3 years, I've been super committed to making sure that every single one of my bets has some sort of math behind it. It's a correlated bet, EV positive bet. I do villain gambling as well, something I like to talk about in a lot of my videos. Kind of betting on the teams that not a lot of people want to bet on, right? So whenever Vegas, they come out with their lines, obviously they're pretty smart when it comes to betting, right? So a lot of the times when you look at a bet and you're like, oh, this is a lock, this is the easiest thing ever, it's going to swing the other way. So I'm always on the other side. I'm on those disgusting bets like the Panthers plus 10, or I'll probably bet on the Panthers to make the playoffs this year, or something crazy like that. And it's going to happen. Like we saw with the Texans, right? The NFL isn't super predictable. The NBA is not predictable. Like things are always going to happen. The Heat were in the finals last year. I was actually huge on the Heat last year. Big team that I was on. Just they had that like random, what's the word I'm looking for? They just kept winning out of nowhere. It was miraculous. Like crazy. Cinderella story is basically what it was. Yeah. But yeah, we might see that in NBA this year. Who knows? But yeah, so 7,000 bets, 7% ROI, plus 500 units over the past 3 years. So I've been logging my bets for 3 years. My first 9 years were not super successful when it came to gambling, but I think I got the process. I got it. It clicked in my head. I started learning a lot from other creators as well. So I decided to make my own YouTube channel, RFF Picks. So that's kind of the history behind that. And then here is our Instagram. I think we're at like 160 followers now. Our main Real Friends in Football channel right here, or Instagram, is at like 10,000 followers. So give us a follow over there. Really appreciate all the people that, tune into the videos, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It kind of insinuates me to get on here, make videos, keep making content. If y'all enjoy it, it makes me want to make content even more. So here is our winnable. What this is, it's a very easy way to get picks from us, right? So earlier today, I posted a protected play for the Flex Friday. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Counter-Strike or just esports at all tomorrow. I don't really know the schedule. If one of y'all would tell me that, it would help. I feel like Counter-Strike, they play a lot during the week, so there's a lot more bets during the week. I was able to still find a bet. But what I did for the protected pick is I made an NBA play for y'all. So all of those plays are going to be EV positive. So according to the math, we have an advantage when we place bets like that, the EV positive bets. So we are, when you see something like LeBron rebounds and on PrizePicks, it's at 9.5, right? And then the sports books, they are giving it at 8.5, right? So we want to bet the under because the total, like his total, according to the sports books, is wrong. And PrizePicks place their lines independently. So that's kind of like what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get these slight advantages. So that's kind of what the EV positive means, right? So that's how I did the bet that I gave away for the Flex Friday. I bet it personally, just because, like I said, I wanted to save the YouTube video to be a esports bet, and I didn't want to double down on that. So if you want to sign up for all of our plays, I think I gave out like 2 or 3 MVP plays today on esports. So if you want to sign up for that, that's going to be $150 a month or $50 a week. And if you want to sign up for a month for free at the checkout, just type code RFF. You get a month free on the MVP plan. Me and Miles are kind of talking about it. I think we're going to meet tomorrow. We might try to do a summer sale or something from NFL draft to week 1, just because we're going to be doing mostly esports. But then when football comes around, we're going to be making a ton of football bets out there for you. So we're going to be doing that. So finally, here is going to be the play. I actually did a half unit on this play, so I only put 20 to win 500. The reason behind that is I've already placed this bet on the MVP. Like I said, I wanted to get out bets that were like later in the day because I'm making this YouTube video basically at 12:30 a.m. on Saturday. So there were only a select amount of games that I could pick from, right? So I still like all of these plays, but the problem is I already gave out one of these in our MVP plan. So I just put this in here just because I know a lot of you aren't in the MVP plan on here. So, and you're kind of looking forward to those free YouTube plays. But for anyone here that's kind of looking for those MVPs, or that's on the MVP plan that, you don't want to double down and do the same bet as I did on these guys, then go ahead and just like take these like 2 for 2 if you wanted to. But I feel like the majority of you, maybe 80-90% of you, are only looking forward to YouTube plays. So I figured I would kind of separate that, and I had to do later on because there's a lot of esports plays going on at like 4 in the morning. But I'm not gonna post a YouTube video like that, because if you see the video at 5 a.m. you're gonna miss the play. So I had to pick the 3 only plays that I could, pretty much, or the only games that I could, right? So that's kind of how I came up with this play. What I always say in every video, I feel like I have to say this again, but what we're doing here is we're picking 2 pairs, right? We're going pair, 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 right? So Paravision is playing Sangal. We have G2 playing Mibber. This is Valorant. And then we have Eclot going against Moose next, right? So what we're wanting in these more games, right? Valorant is a very similar game to Counter-Strike. Very similar, almost the same, but they kind of have like abilities and stuff, but the thought process behind it is very similar. And so what we're hoping for, similar to what I showed in the beginning slip that we posted that we got a 2x on, what we're hoping for these more plays is we want these games to get long and drawn out, right? So I've been explaining it in tennis terms, right? Because that's a little bit easier to me. But imagine like 2 super high up tennis players going against each other, and they go into multiple sets, right? So if you got one guy like Jokic going against like a bad tennis player, he is more likely to win the match within 3 sets. It's going to be an hour-and-a-half tennis match, very quick. It's going to be complete, right? But what we're wanting for here, and that's why these esports are very similar to tennis, is that these matches can go super long. It's not like a basketball game to where it ends in 48 minutes, it's over, unless there's that like slight chance that OT happens, or like in football, same kind of thing. Like, we know the time allotted when we're watching one of those games, if you remove overtime, right? But in Counter-Strike, they go best out of 13. So that means that they're able to get into these long, drawn out games. Like, there's never going to be just, when it comes to football, I feel football games are almost always like 3 hours, right? But when it comes to Counter-Strike, it could be any amount of time, because these games can get completed either very quickly or can be long and drawn out, right? So for betting on the more, we are hoping that these games go back and forth within the 2 maps. And if that happens, then all of these guys are going to hit their kill totals, right? It's like what we saw earlier on in the video where we had these guys get like 50 kills within 2 maps, because one of them went to overtime, the other was like 13 to 11 or something, and so they're going back and forth, getting a lot of kills, and then they're playing each other, right? So that the ability to pair up opponents together is very strong. And then at the bottom here, we have less, so we're hoping for the opposite. We're hoping for one team to stomp the other team and the game to be completed very quickly. So that can also, it doesn't matter if these guys, say like Moose next, they're the favorite in this game, and they stomp one team, that doesn't mean that they're going to get a lot of kills, because they're not going into these long drawn out matches, right? They can get 20 kills and the game just be completed, or 17 kills, whatever it is, and the game's over, and just because they stomped them. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here at the bottom. We're hoping for a very quick game, get completed very quick, and then everyone should hypothetically go less on their totals, right? And then these should go more. But like I said, what we're hoping for here is that these go in the same direction. We're doing correlated. What I was going to say is, sure, we might be on the wrong side sometimes, but a lot of the time these slips are showing the same direction. They're both going more. They're both going less, right? They're both going less. They're both going more. And so what I like to say is that these are like 1.5 slips. They're not like 2 slips, they're 1.5. So we're kind of getting an advantage there, being able to pair up opponents together. And then same in like League of Legends, when we pair up those teammates together, a lot of the times they go the same direction, right? So on, I forget what day it was, like Monday, there's a big game, and Power of Evil, he went less, and then his AD carry had like 4 kills. And so they both went less. We had them more, but they both went less. So that's how the correlation is working. So I feel very strongly about these plays, and I will end the video now because I feel like I ramble sometimes. But I will see y'all tomorrow. I should be at home all day watching the draft, so I'll be getting out videos to y'all, or not videos, plays for y'all on Winnable. So check us out, and I will be posting content throughout the day as well. And see you tomorrow. Best of luck. Let's win.